You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, he doesn't seem to be living until he bites you.
The difference.
All right, guys, we got the Mike Tyson fight coming up in a couple of days. I know I said the last video I did was going to be the last one about this, but new developments have happened, and I could not resist coming back on here and breaking some more things down. So in my last video, I was talking about how Mike Tyson's energy is going to change, and you're going to see that stone cold killer come out that he's always been. I think that has already started to happen. If you haven't seen the face-to-face with Jake Paul, I highly recommend watching it. It's extremely telling. You could see in his eyes that thing that makes him what he is still there, and it's reignited. He would not bite on any of Jake Paul's mind games. He was using very, very short answers. When he gave him the gift, he rejected the gift, wouldn't even take it with him. He's letting him know he's coming there to knock him out. He is telling this kid what's going to happen, and this kid is starting to realize it. You could see the fear in his eyes. There was a way that Jake was carrying himself throughout this face-to-face where you see him start to change throughout the course of it. I think he's starting to realize what's happening. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this episode is because I watched the open workouts that just happened. Mike Tyson looks sharp as a tack, crazy fast, crazy powerful. I watched Jake Paul. The power's there. He's got some nice snap in his punches. But again, he's trying to do everything at mid-range. And the most important reason why I wanted to shoot this is because I watched a lot of the sparring footage that Jake Paul's been putting out. So this is huge, guys. This really needs to be paid attention to. Jake Paul is sparring guys that are enormous. I mean, like taller than he is, bigger than he is. These guys look like 300 pounds. But that's not going to help him in this fight at all. First of all, when you're seeing the sparring footage where he's catching the guys coming in with the overhand right, again, they're much taller, much bigger than Mike Tyson. They do not move the same way at all, and they come in a straight line without that head movement. Jake Paul's going to be punching down at Mike Tyson, or at least straight, not up like that. And he's not this giant target that these guys are giving him in sparring camp. He's training not for the Mike Tyson fight at all. He's working very hard. He looks strong. He looks fast. I respect the work that he's putting in. But the game plan in his camp does not make any sense whatsoever, and it's going to make matters that much worse come fight night. So again, like if you watch the sparring footage, go look at the guys he's sparring. They're huge guys, and I understand the rationale behind that. He's moving up to heavyweight. He wants to feel the power and the weight of a bigger guy and see if he can handle Mike Tyson. And his line of reasoning is, well, if it's a bigger guy than Mike Tyson, then I should be able to handle Mike Tyson. This is where the noviceness comes into play as far as like their camp goes and his skill set and how they look at things in general. That's not going to make you more prepared to fight Mike Tyson. It's going to make you less prepared. You're not hitting at the same angle. You're not dealing with the same speed. You're not dealing with the same rhythm. You're not dealing with the same pressure. You're not dealing with the same shortness of compact shots. Again, he fights at mid-range, catching guys come in who are throwing lumbering shots from halfway across the ring. That's not how Mike Tyson fights. He's not going to land those shots on Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson stays low, defensive guard high, hands right on his chin, a lot of head movement, gets underneath, then closes distance. Once he's inside, he lets his hands go. And his combinations are designed to do maximum damage. If you even look in the open workout, a lot of what he's doing is like Mike Tyson has a jab that he throws where he throws his jab, but he pushes his whole body comes down with it. So he slips the punch and his shoulder protects his jaw while he's throwing the jab. Then he either comes up to the face or to the solar plexus, hook to the body, upcut to the head. But after he throws the jab, he usually cuts an angle with his feet. So he's in a different place after the jab blinds you and lands or stops you if he hits you to the chest. That's what makes Mike Tyson so dangerous. His setups, his positioning, his shot selection, and his whole body rotates behind every single shot. He's gonna get knocked out, guys. That's what's gonna happen. I could not resist coming up on here and doing another video just because of what I've been seeing. Killer Mike is back. He looks sharp as a tack. The world is wrong. His age does not matter. Jake Paul is realizing it, and we're going to see what happens on fight night. Another thing, too, guys, again, I understand that Jake Paul's a strong kid. He has a great work ethic. He works very, very hard. I respect him for all of that. But just looking at his movement, even in the open workout, yeah, they showed a couple of clips of him dodging punches, and he looked really smooth with that. But again, he's dodging punches from huge 300-pound guys who set nothing up behind the jab, who are throwing haymakers from halfway across the ring. And they're slow and they're sloppy compared to Mike. Not the same thing at all. He's not prepared. He looked clunky on his feet. I think the weight is going to gas him out, and I think the pressure that Mike puts on is going to terrify him. And once Jake Paul feels that energy, when Mike Tyson's coming in and he's getting close and his hands are whizzing by his face, the fear is going to set in, and Jake Paul is going to spam the overhand right, trying to get him out of there because it's the only thing that he really knows how to do. So again, my prediction, Mike Tyson by absolute annihilation. Here we go. This is the last video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Kaka, God bless, and peace. Good night.
KO.